Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, guys. Well, guys. Well, guys. What did you guys think about that one? My, oh my. That third period was definitely something to think about. How's everybody doing? It's Jacob Doodle here, and we are doing the post-game show for the Chicago Blackhawks and the Vancouver Canucks. And that was one of the most perplexing games, if you think about it, considering after the second period where we were and after what actually transpired, especially in the third period. It's kind of hard to believe what actually happened, but that did happen. And we're going to talk about it. And you know what? You guys know me. I love to be the super optimistic guy. I want to stay optimistic. That's how I am as a person. But even today, I'm probably going to unleash a rant or two because I just don't understand how for 17 minutes in the third period you can just completely get utterly dominated by the Chicago Blackhawks. But we're going to talk about that. But first of all, what is going on, everybody? It's nice to have each and every one of you guys here once again hanging out with us on the post-game show. Like we always do, get the shout-outs going. Who's in here in chat with us? We'll go over your comments in a few seconds. Let us know who's in here. Also, if you are catching this stream after, hello, what's going on? Hit a like, subscribe, be a part of this amazing community we have here. We have an incredible community here. And if you guys want to be a part of our membership crew, we're trying to get to 10 there. That would be great if you guys want to pitch in, get a cup of coffee here for the channel for myself. I'd appreciate it. All right. Or you guys can super chat as well. Completely optional, but subscribing is free and it really does go a long way. All right. So let's get right into it. The Vancouver Canucks lost 5-2. Let's start off with your guys' comments. It's Squints with the oh brother. One of the most pathetic games of the season from Ashra. Duolingo says we suck again. I think I know how this stream potentially might go tonight. And if it's going to go the way I think it's going to go, oh boy, it's going to be a very interesting night indeed, isn't it? Sure, we can't even blame the injuries. No, not tonight, really, man. Like, it was a tale of two games. It was completely a tale of two games tonight. Mega Bulbasaur X, what's going on, man? Canucks struggling against bottom team in the league. They got dominated in the final 15 minutes. Yeah, man, we're going to talk about that at length, 100%. We're going to talk about that because it was perplexing on what happened after that second intermission. Did we just think it was going to be easy because we were putting a ton of shots on net? Or did Chicago just turn it on? Was it a bit of both? I don't know. Shura says we just can't score. Coach Rob Willie, what's happening, man? How's it going, my brother? Unreasonably mad at this team for this game. Yeah, a lot of people are upset, man. There's a lot of really upset people, not just in the comment section. I noticed on Twitter a lot of people were pissed off. And I was a little bit pissed off. Now, we did put a little bit more of an effort in the last 3 minutes, which I guess is fine. It's good, but I don't know. I would like to see a little bit more. But let's get to it right off the bat. So let's go first with the shots on net. In the first period, Chicago had 11 shots. The Vancouver Canucks went out and they had 16 shots on net. When we saw that, we're like, okay, they're shooting, they're putting pucks on net. They had some couple of decent chances. Second period rolls along. Chicago only had the 8. And once again, Vancouver went out and they had 19 shots on net. So things are, and the shots don't always tell all the difference, but, you know, I'm just saying the fact is we were putting a lot of shots on net. Kane ended on the night with 9 or 10 shot attempts, which is wild. And I think maybe even shots on actually, let me see. Did he actually get those shots? Or was it just attempts? Evander Kane actually had 10 shots on net tonight. That's crazy. There's one thing that guy does is he shoots, man. And in the third period, it was for 17 minutes, it was completely all Chicago. Dominated us. We did manage to get the 10 shots at the end and a 9 for Chicago. We had 45 shots on net tonight, which was nice to see. And unfortunately, we still didn't pull this one out. And before I get to the rest of the comments here, by the way, face-offs tonight, we are 56.8%. So let's see who was good on the face-offs tonight. Let's take a quick look. You know what? I actually don't have that in that picture, unfortunately. I'll get to you guys. I'll get that in a second for you guys. But we had 56.8% to their 43.2. The Canucks were 0 for 2 on the power play. There wasn't a lot of physicality in this game. There wasn't a lot of power play opportunities, so there was that. And penalty minutes were 4-2. The hits were 18 for Canucks. They were hitting a lot. I wonder how many Sherwood got once again to the 10. Block shots, 15 for the Canucks, 8 for Chicago. Giveaways, 21 for the Canucks, 17 for Chicago, and takeaways, 6 and 4 for Chicago. By the way, Vancouver leads the series 1-0, but after tonight, it's 1-1 in the series. So, this game, wow, where do we even start? Let me go quickly into the comments here first. All right? Right off the bat, one of our strengths was supposed to be our D-core. Been disappointing, to be honest. Myers needs to play less, and Marcus Pettersson for defenses, defenseman just ain't it. The thing is, Marcus Pettersson's been up and down this season, I would say. Like, I don't think he's been amazing. I don't think he's been bad. I think he's just been okay. I think that's pretty fair to say. Because of the hype going into this season, a lot of people thought that we're going to have a much better start, especially defensively. And we've been all right, considering how many injuries we've had. You have to think about that. We're not getting a lot of support from the forwards in the back, right? So I don't think it's been as bad, but I don't think it's been incredible either. You know what I mean? Like, Quinn Hughes is now finally starting to get going, even though today he had a couple of big giveaways as well. But, it's nice to see him being healthy at the very least. By the way, leave your comments if you guys want to be a part of the post-game show here. We do this after every single game that I can. Jason Chan says, that was a brutal third period. I had to answer some emails, so I was shocked it went from 1 Chicago goal to 4. Yeah, man, it was quick. And Bertuzzi absolutely killed us tonight. And a couple of those were beautiful passes. Bedard was flying out there, and he did eventually get his goal at the end. By the way, Spencer Knight got that goal, or the assist from that goal, which was actually kind of fitting. 6th in the Pacific, 12th in the conference, 27th in the league. Again, I don't want to be too crazy about this. We had a lot of injuries, but today, I don't think we can use injuries as an excuse. I don't know what the hell happened in that third period. I don't know. I don't know what happened, why they just got dominated as bad as they can. OEM, I don't think I've seen you here before. What's up, man? Can I say 6-7, please? You know what? I don't know what this is, this meme going on in for all the young kids out there. I really don't know what it is. I was actually at work, and there was some guy on the table. He said 6-7, 6. And I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, I don't know. They just started laughing. So I don't know what that is. I'm too old for that. Jason Chan, it isn't the end of the world. The Canucks outshot them. Was it a defensive issue, or Lankinen didn't have a good night? It was a complete and utter domination from Chicago in the third period. They're hemmed in the whole time, and they just couldn't recover. They couldn't recover. Lankinen was fine. Lankinen was real solid tonight. Nothing I would blame him on. Every single goal was either a complete tap-in or a real nice shot. Like, there was nothing there. I guess the only criticism you can make is, okay, so maybe he didn't have that big save, right? He didn't have that massive save, which we usually hope for, right? To get that massive save. But he was fine, man. This isn't on Lankinen tonight whatsoever, Jason. Nice to have you here, by the way, once again. We'll trade a like for it. Mega says Lankinen wasn't the issue tonight. Well, looks like he agrees with me. Nice. How do we get 42 shots in a game and Petey doesn't score on any of them? Petey, you know what? When I see Connor Bedard and I watch guys like, maybe it's not fair, but like this is a guy who scored 100 plus points in the season, right? But when I like for Petey, right? When I see a guy like Petey and I see a guy like Bedard and a Celebrini and all these young guys who are just so fast, man. And Bedard is not even a speedster, but he plays so fast tonight. Bedard was all over it tonight, driving the net. With Pettersson, he's had multiple opportunities tonight, and he passed it twice on a basically 2-on-1. One was just like he was like, I understand there was a defenseman coming at him. Like, I get it. There was a defenseman right there, and he tried to make that perfect pass. But what is kind of, I don't know if it's annoying or frustrating. I don't know how you would say it with Pettersson just for tonight. I'm just talking about tonight mostly. Is like the guy, his mentality is to pass and it's to not deke and shoot like it used to be in the past. Back, like I've watched pretty much every single Pettersson game since he's played in the NHL. And when he was younger, he was thinking offense, shooting, like, and now it's always pass. And we thought maybe he was starting to turn a corner and starting to get more of a shooting mentality. But it's just, I wanted him to just shoot more. And not just shoot more, but like figure out in his head that, hey man, if there's a 2-on-1, I'm going to take that shot. That's what they're paying me for, to shoot that puck. So that's my opinion, personally. I still, like I said, I'm high on PD, man. I'm still high. I still think he's going to break 90 points this year. Maybe now I'm thinking 85. But I just want to see him be more aggressive, like with his shooting and offensive awareness. You know? Hands, what's up, man? Nice profile pic. Do refs just call penalties now because the team hasn't had a power play yet? WTF was that Myers interference call? It was a bad call. Really not much else to say about that call. It was just a bad call, man. Like, refs, the thing is about refs, man, they're going to make mistakes too, right? Like, mistakes happen, and that was a mistake. It was a bad call. Just think the other night, Vander Kane had a bad call called against him, believe it or not. Can we trade Myers for something? You know what? Maybe Myers tonight wasn't having it, but I think Myers overall has actually had a pretty decent year for us. He just can't finish. Well, he's not really supposed to be a finisher, right? Jason Chan says, for trade targets, we got Barzal, Zacha, Stamkos, and Kadri as targets. I don't think any aside from Barzal would move the needle. It depends on what the needle is, right? Like, are we looking to make the playoffs? Because if we're looking to make the playoffs, Kadri would move that needle because he's a really good second-line center. And he's a massive improvement over Reichel. And we'll talk about Lucas Reichel. All right? But if you mean like potentially doing damage in the playoffs, then no, none of those guys would. Barzal would probably be the best option just because of his age. Barzal age. He's 28 years old. Kadri's 35 and Zacha's 28. So either Zacha or Barzal, at least there's a little bit more upside there with those guys. But like this is what makes this season so difficult, guys. This year, right? This is one of the reasons why it's so difficult this season. Because you have this year where it's all about Quinn Hughes. We need to make him happy. This is the Quinn Hughes year to make Quinn Hughes happy. That's the most important. Well, we've had all these injuries. Okay, well, that's not our fault. Injuries happen, right? Unfortunately, one of them was Filipino. He's our second-line center. So we went and made a trade, and we tried to get Lucas Reichel, or we got Lucas Reichel, and we're seeing how he is. And he's had opportunities. I don't think he was good tonight, personally. I don't think it was awful, but I think he was okay. He's not finishing. I don't think he has a point yet for us. He's obviously not going to be our second-line center. So what the hell do we do? Right? Do we just say screw it and tank the rest of the season like some people want? We're never going to rebuild. This ownership's never going to rebuild, right? So what do we do? Do we make a desperation trade and get a second line center? Like, what do we do? Do you know, it's so difficult to figure out what to actually do for the rest of the season. McDowell's is in here, number one Edmonton Oilers fan in the world. He says, that's a shame. Hughes doesn't look as good as he did last year. Defensively, he's afraid to go in the corners and battle. I agree with you that Hughes has not been as good as last year. I would need to watch him a little bit more around those corners. I do wonder if it's injury related more than anything. But no, he hasn't been as good as last year. He's showing flashes, but you're right. That gets fair to say. On a hockey stat card for tonight's, Myers was a -4. That's not good. We have Rat in here. Rat, is this the first time you're in here, man? Welcome, brother. Nice to have you in here. If you're a lurker, just hit a subscribe. Hang out with us more often, man. We do this after every game. Myers, Marcus Pettersson, P.O. Joseph blew it. You know, P.O. Joseph tonight was playing over DPD. I didn't hear anything about an injury, so you guys can clarify me if you guys like. But these were the lines today. This is what we had. And if you look at the D pairing tonight, we had Willander and Pierre-Olivier Joseph on a pairing together. So I guess they wanted to give DPD a day off. I don't know. I guess that's what they decided. All right, before we get back to the comments here, let's go over the recap here on the goal scoring. Tyler Bertuzzi scored, and Murphy and I'm not even going to try his name. I always butcher it. Not happening. Tyler Bertuzzi got another one. It's his 5th goal now. Bedard with the assist, and Levshunov with the other assist. By the way, Bertuzzi killed us in the 3rd period. Just absolutely killed us. Mikheyev, Vancouver Canucks legend. I think we're still paying for his contract. I think we're actually still paying for his contract. Scores against us. His 4th goal of the year. Ryan Donato and Oliver Moore. Good young prospect there with the assist. Tyler Bertuzzi, another one. And I'm not sure, this Caviar, who was that? I can't really see it. It's really blurry. And Donato with the secondary assist. Ratu did get one. Nice shot. Pierre-Olivier Joseph with the assist. Vander Kane, who was pretty decent tonight. I got to say, like I would say probably the best Vancouver Canuck tonight was Vander Kane. Once again, Vander Kane has really started to pick it up. I think it's time to give him his credit, man. He's really starting to pick it up. He's starting to play a lot better right now. He's shooting the puck. I love that. So, you know, Vander Kane tonight scores. Quinn Hughes got the assist. Tom Willander, once again. I thought Willander tonight was pretty fine. Let me take a quick look at Willander's stats real quick here. Willander had the 1 point. He was +1, 14. So, yeah, fits what I was thinking. He had the one shot there, Willander. Actually, I'll leave this up for you guys. All right. And then Connor Bedard got the empty netter. Spencer Knight with the assist. Let's go back into the comments. It's Squint says they were honestly just letting them sit in front of a net wide open. Hughes was literally just skating around, and Bertuzzi was wide open twice in front of the net. Yeah, I did notice that. Bertuzzi had some tap-ins, but I still thought Bertuzzi was real good. Like in that 3rd period, he was really solid. He was really solid. Quinn Hughes was -2. PD just isn't that good. That's just who he is. Don't worry, we have one of those in Nurse. Flames have Huberto. Look, Myers' last 5 games had minus all but 1. He's been awful. Really? I would have to go back. Has he really been that bad? I don't know. I don't think he's been that bad. Like, I would have to go back. But plus minus doesn't tell the whole story, right? Hughes looks surprisingly mid himself. Yeah, man, Quinn Hughes is not. He's not looking as dominant as he usually is. I think that's pretty fair to say. Who could have seen Hito getting injured? What are the odds? You know, I'm not gonna kick the guy when he's down, man. Like, yeah, it was most likely he was gonna get hurt this year. I just want the guy to be healthy, man. Who knows, man? His career might be over. Who knows? No one knows, right? We haven't heard anything how things are going with him. I just hope he's gonna be healthy. Not for even hockey. Like, who gives a shit about hockey when it comes to him? Like, I'm talking about just his family health, man. Like, The guy's had so many concussions. I just wanted the guy to be healthy for his family more than anything. It's the only thing that really matters there. We knew what we expected. We knew what we were risking potentially with this roster when we had him as our second line center, right? And he played well before that. We came into the season expecting a great start. I'm thoroughly over this already. Don't be. It's not there yet. With the injuries, and then tonight, obviously, we can't blame the injuries, but let's not go there yet. Like, let's wait until the 30-game mark before we do that. You know what I mean, Ashura? Like, just give it a little bit more time, man. For me, you can't trade our first-round picks because that never works out for us. Oh, we're definitely not trading our first, unless it's a protected one. We're definitely not giving a good pick after kind of what's been going on, right? Hans says Hedel, Mancini, Bluger, Lecker are all listed, by the way, as a day-to-day. So that's nice to see, but the Vancouver's day-to-day doesn't mean the same as other teams' day-to-day. Fuck, man. You know how many times I've seen the Canucks say a player's day-to-day or week-to-week and the guy's out for like 3 months? Like, day-to-day doesn't mean the same thing for Vancouver. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't. The only one that really, like, to me, is beyond when it comes to health is obviously Philip Hedel because of his concussion history. That's what really matters, right? As for the other guys, I'm sure they're going to have him back soon. But I'll be very careful with Hedel, man. Like, I want him. He needs to be 100% before he comes back and plays any minutes. Not my first time. I'm subscribed. Hey, Rat. I didn't know that. Sorry about that. I don't think I've seen you here before. So if I haven't, my apologies. Nice to have you here, man. I hope I see you here after every single game. Thanks for subbing, brother. I hate this team doodle. Everyone's screaming when Petey keeps passing backwards when he had an open shot. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Nacian? What's going on, man? Yeah, man. It's just, I don't want to be too critical on Pettersson because he's had flashes of real good play this year. Like, good two-way play. He put up some decent points. I think last game he had 3 points, right? Like, it's not that. It's just like, I want the mentality of him to be an aggressive shooter, right? An aggressive, like, get the puck, dangle immediately. Like, this is, I'm telling you, I watched so many clips. Even, like, I went back and I rewatched a bunch of Pettersson's old games, man. Like, the guy got the puck, dangled. Like, this is what he did. He was so, like, he was never thinking about making that pass across. He was always thinking, I'm going to finish. And when he did make that pass, it worked. Why? Because people were leaning into him because he's a good shooter. So he made that nice pass and it opened up other people. He's always been a great playmaker. Don't get me wrong. He has great vision. But I want that shooting first mentality with him. What happens with Reichel if Hedel comes back? We have no news. I don't know. I haven't heard anything on Hedel. I just hope he's all right. Like, what do we do? What do we need this year? A 2C won't solve our problems. I think we need to stop looking at this as Quinn Hughes' year and figure out where they're going wrong and make the whole team happy. Well, it's the ultimate question this year, right, guys? Like, this is the ultimate question. What exactly are we going to do in a season where you need to have a good season regardless, right? If we have another poor season, Rutherford and Alvin might be gone, let alone some Quinn Hughes, right? I know he's technically signed, but he'll be traded because we're not going to let this guy walk for nothing, right? It's just we need to win. So this is what I mean. Like, we have a massive, if I'm not mistaken, let me look at the schedule. I think we have a massive road trip coming up. Okay. So Columbus, right? Where is it? So right here, 1, 2, 3 games, 4, 5. So not massive, but like we have, look at these teams. Ready for this? So Columbus, okay. Colorado, Winnipeg, and then we have Carolina, Lightning struggling, the Florida Panthers, now without Barkov, Dallas Stars, Flames, and Ducks. Like, Ducks are real good this year, by the way. Like, guys, like, it's wild. By the way, if you have not liked this stream yet, please go ahead and like the stream. It really does help get the streams noticed by YouTube. And also, when I drop videos, hype them, like them, comment on them. It really does help out a lot. Just wait till Lecker Mackey's back. It's simple, but he's going to need to get, that feeling back. Like, it's not like he's going to be back and be as good as he was before. Like, he needs to skate. He needs to, get that feeling back, right? Hito's curse should be dynamo, getting hit in the chest and having it. So all narcissist should be a sign. Love him and hope comes back. He should live his life. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to pretend I'm a doctor. I just want the guy to be healthy more than anything. You know what I mean? Lecker, Mack, and Sherwood, same line will be fired. Will be fun. I'm getting excited for Hoglander comeback. Yeah, man, Hog was a big loss just because of the energy, right? Imagine Sherwood, Hoglander, you know, together, just fun, right? Bluger has been a big loss, too, because of the penalty killing. We've really struggled this year on the PK without Forbert and Bluger, man. Like, real tough. We say the same thing about McDavid, just shoot the freaking puck. Well, the difference is McDavid is so stupidly good. Even when he doesn't shoot the puck, he still just creates so much. And people, like, he drags people to him, right? Like, that's what he does. He just drags people to him, even when he doesn't go out and properly, shoots the puck. He's just so dominant. It doesn't matter. Also, he's the best player on earth, right? On PD, if it's true about his tendonitis on his knee, I'm very likely he's still dealing with it and just pushing through it. It's not something that just heals over a few months, take years. Possible. But I haven't heard any of it this year. Demko is our only hope. Well, Demko's been slowing down a little bit recently. But, yeah, man, like, he's such a massive part of this team. Also with the Olympics coming through here, he probably really wants to make that team. I know for a fact he obviously does. Who wouldn't? So it's not just for Canucks. Like, there's more positive, like, internal motivation there for him as well, right? McDowell says, according to Money Puck, the Canucks had a 25% chance of making the playoffs before tonight's loss. I mean, at one point, does the team make a move to try and salvage the team? Well, it's going to be this week. It has to be. Like, it has to be within this week, in the next week or two. If the Canucks are going to go out and try to trade for a second-line center, that's when you do it. You cannot wait. There's just way too many games, right? So we have a game 8th, 9th, 11th, 14th, 16th, 17th. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a week and a bit. In 9 days, man. Like 9, 10 days. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you're going to make a trade, it has to be sooner than later. Because if you don't, and you say just hold the line, we could be out of it before that chance happens. Like, we can only hold on for so long. What's the Canucks schedule? I'll show you guys. So let me put this up for you guys. All right. So here is the Vancouver Canucks schedule. All right, I'll put this down for a second. All right, so Columbus Blue Jackets on the 8th, Colorado on the 9th. So it's a back-to-back, right? Jets against the Jets on the 11th. Hurricanes, so they have a 3-day break there, and that's where I think the trade might happen. 12th, keep your eyes open on the November 12th and 13th. If we're going to make a trade, most likely it's going to happen during that break. That's when it's going to happen. Or it's going to happen between the 24th and 25th, or 24th, 25th, in that range. But look at that schedule, man. That's tough. That's tough. Right? I mean, at one point, does the team make a move and try to salvage? Well, that's exactly what it is, man. Like, that's the time, right? Like, that's it. They either make trades there or you don't make any of them at all, and you just ride out the season. But, like, how do you but how do you go to this team who said this team is so important and all these injury guys are going to come back? How do you go to this team and be like, hey, guys, we're going to go for it, but we have no second-line center, assuming Hito is not going to make a comeback? Like what do you do? Chat, comments, Twitter, YouTube, all you guys. What do you do? Because if you think about it, you have Lucas Reichel. Reichel's done nothing, recently. He just can't finish. Like, I like the guy. Like, he was decent for us. But tonight, something just really didn't click with him today. We need a second line center, but we need a playoff performer. What's the Canucks schedule? I have it up right there. Terrible. Who will you be willing to trade with Willander starting to show well? That's it, right? That's it. Like, what do you do? You trade if you say, if this organization, one sec. If this organization comes out and says this, okay, guys, you know what? We need to make a deal for a second line center right now because this is our schedule, and if we don't get a bunch of wins now, we are screwed. And now with no, like, you cannot, how do you go to this team and be like, guys, our second line center is going to be Lucas Reichel for the next 60 games? You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. So that's why I'm thinking is in the next week here, probably on the 12th or 13th of November, watch those days. I think they're going to go out and they're going to make a trade. I think they're making a trade. And your question, who am I willing to trade with? Well, the guys who keep on getting popped up are Hoglander, which I don't know if I want to trade him considering, but hey, we need a second line center. The other guy is Mancini on defense, right? Would you trade DPD? No, please don't, right? And a protected first-round draft pick. And let's be honest, if they decide to trade a guy like Tom Willander, especially considering how good he looks right now already, it would be an unbelievable mistake for this organization. We are not good enough to make that trade and make a difference moving forward. Nope. We are not in that range. If we were about to be a potential Stanley Cup contender or we're making a push to have a real serious year, then sure, maybe we could do something like that. We're not in that. We're showing that. I know we have injuries, but it does feel like we are further back than we thought going into this year. Feels that way. So, personally, I wouldn't do it. I don't know. What would you guys? Would you guys do it? What is, in your honest opinion, what do you think they're going wrong? Injuries hasn't helped. Like, tonight, obviously, it wasn't injury related, but injuries hasn't helped. Like, let's be honest. The fact that they're even 7-8 or whatever now the record is a miracle considering the amount of injuries they had. So that's definitely been a major part of it. I just don't think we have enough creativity in the offensive zone, especially other than Garland. Like, Garland, again, tonight showed so much offensive flair. Like, there's a guy who just continues to work hard and play extremely well. Could have probably potted a couple of goals tonight. Loving what Connor Garland's been doing. Oh, by the way, let me go quickly over the stats here tonight. Not much there for the Canucks. Otto Ratu got a point. Kane got a point. He got the goal. Pierre-Oliver Joseph and Tom Willander got the point. By the way, playing time tonight, Kane with the 19 minutes tonight. Is that the top Canuck? No, Garland with the 20. Pettersson had, PD had 19 minutes tonight. Hronek had 22 minutes. Quinn Hughes, again, played, I don't know if that's a 6 or an 8. Let's just say it's a 6. 26 minutes, just workhorse for us. But again, like you said, guys, he's not playing as well as before. I'll leave this up for you guys. The 9th to 20th is tough. And they would be lucky to go 2-4 in that period. That's what I'm saying, man. It's tough. That was Reichel. Nobody on his team can finish, apparently. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't want to say nobody. Like, guys are turning it on. Like, I know Kane hasn't finished a lot, but he has been turning it on now. Besser's been finishing pretty well, I would say, this year. DeBrusk has been, God, like, I need to see more from him. Some games he looks so good, but he needs to finish more, right? Pettersson obviously needs to finish more. He needs to shoot more. They banked on Heedle being number 2 center. Otherwise, they'll assign someone in the summer. You know what? You're probably right. They probably said, hey, man, he's completely healthy. Let's go for it. They gambled. Didn't work. Fortunately, it didn't work. We hope he's going to be all right. Trade Sherwood high. Well, the only way we trade Sherwood is if at the deadline we're just completely out of the playoffs and we're not signing him, right? If that happens, yep, you got to do it. Got to get a couple of second rounders or a late first for him. No doubt about it. OEM says should have ran Demko Silovs and signed Pia Suter. Yeah, well, it's so easy to think about that after, right? But the Pia Suter thing, I 100% agree. I think we should have signed him. But I do understand the concept what they're doing. It's just the fact is they really, let's be honest, they really thought they were going to get a second line center this offseason. They wouldn't have got rid of Joshua if they didn't think they needed the cap for a second line center. They really, truly believed they were going to get a second line center. They didn't. It failed. And this is what happens. Simple as that. Management error. They're cooked. They should have signed Roslovic at minimum when they had a chance. Who knows? Maybe Roslovic didn't want to come here. Right? We don't know. Obviously, he chose wisely. Bump everyone up a line. Bring up Coots. Coots is going to be in juniors for the rest of the year. He's been all right down there. He's picked it up a little bit recently. McDowell says Roslovic for Sherwood would be hilarious. That would be not hilarious. That would be awful. That would be terrible. It's not that Roslovic's not a good player. It's the fact that we could have signed him if he really wanted to come here. Having to trade someone for him doesn't make a lot of sense. Sherwood would get. I'd rather have the draft picks, to be completely honest, and the cap space. But to be honest, I'd want to keep Sherwood. DPD should have been in today. I agree. Canucks don't trade players at high value. I have noticed this. We wait till we have a down year, but draft picks are likely nothing to us. I would agree. Would I get set up a Blazer trading Hughes out there yet? Too early to trade Quinn Hughes. For obvious reasons. I don't think we're even close to that conversation yet. Let's see where we're going to be at the trade deadline. Let's see where we're going to be with this team. I think it's too early to have that conversation, but it's been disappointing, man. Like, that's the best way to describe it. This game, like, tonight, man, like, we were so good in the first two periods. We're shooting like crazy, fucking dominating, right? So good. Back and forth. Chicago wasn't playing any defense. Ton of shots. Spencer Knight was great, right? And in the third period, just absolutely got run over by Chicago. Such a disappointment of the game. Should have got Bertuzzi. Hey, what's up, Dreamer? Nice to have you in here, brother. Always a pleasure to have you in here. Welcome, my man. Oh, we have a celebrity in here. Adam Lee, what's up, man? What is happening? Nice to have you here, Adam. Always a pleasure to have you, man. If only we had a second-line center who would win faceoffs. Oh, wait, that was a P.S. Suter. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that's another one that got away, isn't it? See, I don't know. Quinn doesn't look like he wants to be here. I don't know. I'm not in his head, so I can't go out and say stuff like that. I also not ideal for any player to have a stranglehold on the organization despite how good he is. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair comment. Just realistically, what teams are giving up their two center this early in the season? No one. that's no one. There's not a team that's so bad right now that they're willing to do it. But if you overpay, a team might be considering it. If they overpay, it is possible that it could happen, personally. But it's highly unlikely. And if there is going to be a trade, it's going to be in the next 3 days here. All right. Obviously, Chicago is a powerhouse. I don't know about that. This game made end of the work day terrible. That's not good, man. What do you do for work, brother? Adam Lee. Oh, Adam, man. Thank you so much with that gifted membership. I'm not sure who actually went out and got it. If you guys can actually see who got that gifted membership. But I really appreciate that, Adam. That's really nice of you to go out and gift that membership to one of our community members out there. Let me see if I can go out and see if I can find exactly who got that membership. Let me take a look here. Is there a way to actually see? How do I actually see who got it? Does anybody actually see? Oh, there we go. That's so funny. It says you guys, when you see this. So it says that Adam Lee can't buy stick. Adam Lee, he got it on his own. It says he got his own. So he did a randomized gifted membership. And no joke, he got the gifted membership himself. Like destiny calling for him to go and get that gifted membership. That is hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I really, truly, I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is so funny. That is so funny. I don't know. That's a weird one. Maybe it's a glitch. Sorry, what do we got here? Quinn looks like he doesn't want to be anywhere else ever. It's just resting happy face and sad happy face, angry face. Yeah, I would have to overpay. No, I don't want middle stat. That's not the guy I'm looking at. He dropped it in the second one. Hopefully someone got it this. Well, I'm happy you got it for sure, but I'm curious to see if who else got the second one. I'm not sure who got it, so please let people know. Also, Adam Lean, thank you so much, man. That's really nice of you. I really appreciate this. This is a number of memberships you've gifted out here on this channel. Truly, man, thank you so much for being such a supporter, not just through the comments, but also through members, man. Like, it's truly amazing. So thank you so much, Adam. Everybody, drop a hype in chat if you guys are still around. And on Twitter, show him some love if he's on that Twitter. I'm not sure if he is, but it says he got his own. I unloaded trucks of the products. All right, cool, man. I got it so stupid I gave it twice. I appreciate that, man. Oh, cool. Thanks. Oh, McDowell's, did you get it? Oh, you gave it to an Oilers fan, Adam? An Oilers fan got it? Ah, unbelievable. See, we're trying to make friends here, right? What better way than trying to bribe our Edmonton Oilers fan to become a true Canucks fan? McDowell's, don't be honest, man. You're a closet Canucks fan. Let's be honest. You are a Canucks fan through and through. 100%. You are a Canucks fan. Rico, you rock, dude. I love your positive energy. Oh, thanks, Adam. That's really nice of you, man. That's really nice of you. I really appreciate that. I really love you. That's awesome. That's really nice of you, man. McDowell's laughing. It's going to get revoked. Yeah? No, we're keeping that. We're keeping that one in, McDowell's. You're going to have that one for a while. Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys. Anything else you guys want to chit-chat about the game here? We're almost at that hour mark. Feel free to let me know what you guys want to talk about before we head on out for the evening. If you guys did enjoy this, you guys know what to do, man. Let people know that we have this small little community of us just talking hockey. It's a blast here with you guys every single game, and I really appreciate you guys leaving comments on my videos too, man. Like, we do them quite often. It's really nice of you guys. Sometimes I'm negative only means I care about the team. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with being passionate, man. Nothing wrong at all. You know, I'm a positive guy. I like to do the positive energy, but even I rant from time to time, right? 100 Canucks fan until it's against Edmonton. There you go, McDowell's. You hear that? You're a Canucks fan unless we're going against the Oilers. Sorry, man. That's just how it is. We're all Canadian. I am. Actually, I'm Polish-Canadian, eh? I'm both Canadian and I'm Polish as well. Just something that. All right, guys. I think that's a great post-game stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much, everybody that hung out, left a comment, dropped a like, and gifted a donation. Thank you so much, Adam. And thank you so much, each and every one of you guys. I'll see you guys at the next Vancouver Canucks game. Go Canucks, go. Let's win the next one. Everything is going to be all right. All right, guys. Take care, everybody. I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome evening. Cheers.